Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. Yeah, we also want to take a look at the weekly chart. As I said in the last few videos when we talked about several altcoins, we're currently putting together weekly charts because obviously as we are preparing for the end of this bear market at some point, the altcoins will start to move, and it's worth to know about which altcoins show some promising future developments and which don't, and LINK is one of the ones that I find at least interesting because we're currently coming down, as you can see here on the chart, after a three-wave move. I mean, this beginning here is unreliable. It's difficult. You can say this might be a wave one, but it also might just be an A wave. The move down, a wave two or a B wave, and then a long impulsive rally, which we can call either a third wave or a C wave. So it's a potential. It's just a three-wave move up so far, right? Actually, at least if we consider the log chart and try to understand the relevant sub-wave structures. So that increases the risk of this chart because we only have three waves up. They can always fail, but as you can see here, it's respecting the Fibonacci levels quite nicely. And on the logarithmic chart, we can see that the price is currently coming down in a fourth wave correction. And this fourth wave correction points here to this support area between $2.98 and $5.88. And it's really good to see that it's actually respecting the 38.2 Fib level really well. Yeah, it's respecting it really well. The price is really dancing on that 38.2 Fib level, which is actually an ideal target for the fourth wave. But it currently doesn't look as if it's over this correction. Yeah, we haven't got any impulsive reaction to this support region. So as you know, if you follow our regular LINK videos, we are still watching for lower prices here, but there are certain breakout points. And the good thing about the LINK chart is that the closest breakout point is really, really close. It's not far away. We talk here about $9.50. So that would make it break out of this range. And then there is a lot of distance to travel, and there isn't going to be much resistance along the way, probably. This is, I mean, it's been stuck below this level now for over a year. So it's certainly interesting, especially as soon as LINK tries to show signs of breaking above that line, then it could take it quite quickly towards $40, yeah, next. So at the moment, though, it seems like we are moving still in this C wave of a wave 4, and it might go a little lower. It might go into the region between $2.98 and $5.89. So I'm primarily watching for something around $3.50. There are certain Fibonacci extensions pointing towards that level. But then if, as long as the price doesn't break below $2.98 in this bear market, everything should be okay. So $2.98 is the long-term support. I haven't got anything bullish really below that level, nothing clearly at least, because this is, looking at the long-term chart, really the level that needs to hold. The 50% Fib level, I cannot trust any way forward that goes below the 50% Fib level. So this is the make or break point, you could say. Below that, the white wave count, which is the ABC structure, is clearly in control. Now that doesn't mean it couldn't rally anymore in the bull run. It clearly could, but then we have to emphasize that we might be coming down in an impulse or something here. The move up would only be a corrective move, likely in the next bull run. It might never make a new all-time high. But at the moment, as long as the $2.98 level is holding, we can prefer the bullish outcome, and projections point towards the area between $91 and $186 in the next bull run. Of course, that's quite far away. It's a huge distance, so it's a huge area actually. I mean, it covers here $90 to $180, but obviously we will be able to identify that more precisely once we get the subwave structures in place of this fifth wave. And yeah, I mean, along the way there are certain breakout points anyway, and you need to understand that the $91 level, the 1.618 extension level, is really just the minimum target you would normally expect here. Typically they would go higher, yeah, and there are certain Fibonacci confluences also with Fib extensions on the log chart that point towards $185, $186, which is why I included it here as well. Yeah, that's the long-term chart. So these long-term charts, like all our long-term charts, are available as live TradingView charts for channel members. So if you're interested to check out our membership. And now let's dive into the smaller degree wave count. This is the daily chart, shows you currently the development in this range that we've just been looking at. And you can see that the price is moving here in this descending price channel probably finished the wave 4 in November 22. There are other ways of counting this. And now we are coming down in an ending diagonal, most likely in a wave 5. So this would be, again, a 5-wave move. We've got a wave 1 in the wave 5, a wave 2 in the wave 5. We're likely now in the 3rd wave of the wave 5. Then there should be a 4th wave and a 5th wave. This is an ending diagonal and how I see it ideally unfold. Again, it doesn't need to follow it. You know, this is, I expect this to morph and to change at some point because we're moving within a diagonal. Sub-wave structures are just simply going to change. So if we zoom in a little bit, then you can see here that we're coming down probably in this C wave of a wave 3. And within this C wave, we are dealing with a 5-wave move. Now this is then 4-hour stuff. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. And it's still, yeah, it's just moving sideways. That's what we've been talking about all week, that we might get a little bit into a sideways range between support and resistance. We've got the support area down here between $4.90 and $5.90. And this is the resistance area. FIB resistance goes all the way up to $6.93, which means as long as price stays below $6.93, another low is favored. This could currently be this wave 4 with one more low to come. So yeah, but either way, you know, in whatever way these micro counts are going to work out, and at the moment it's following it quite nicely. Either way, there is, even if you break above resistance, you know, even should even price break above resistance, then the next target would of course be the descending trend line up here, but it wouldn't necessarily be bullish. So really, to turn to something more bullish, the price needs to break above that breakout point here on the weekly chart here, this $9.50 level, which on the daily or 4-hour chart you can clearly see that is the resistance. Yeah, price touched it 3 times, couldn't get above, and since then it's been rolling over and is pointing towards $3.50 potentially. Now again, it doesn't need to come down that low. As soon as it shows to us an impulse, then we will start to look at something more, at interesting long trade setups. At the moment, it's just sort of ranging, and there isn't really much to do here on this chart, unless you're a range trader. Yeah, that might be potentially interesting. Yeah, that's my update about LINK. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.